Um, for practice this week, we're gonna be doing like a lot of side body opening, and we'll add some neck in there as well. Um, and as we move through this range of motion, um, thinking about having like the lower half of the body like really anchored and rooted, and then stretching from that space. And I think that's kind of like a really beautiful metaphor for um, how we can navigate growth in our lives off of our mat as well. Like when we have a strong foundation, when we have support, that ability to reach a little bit further gets easier. And sometimes support comes from the inside, and sometimes it means that we're leaning on the support around us. But allowing ourselves to find those ways that help us feel rooted so that then we can reach and grow from there. So we can expand from that place of steadiness. Yeah. I had an experience yesterday where someone acknowledged that they appreciated the work that I do. And I know that seems like maybe like a very small compliment, but I watched how my energy shifted for the rest of the day. Right. And that was something I really needed to hear. And so I also encourage you to, if there's someone in your life that you encounter today that maybe it's something small, but something that you appreciate, to acknowledge that, because that can change the trajectory for someone's whole day or their whole week. It can remind someone that what they are doing is valuable and that you appreciate it. And I think reminders that what we offer to the world is valuable is a catalyst for that same extension, that same expansion. Sometimes it's just a few simple words. So passing that along as well. But we're going to start in seated meditation. So either a cross-legged seat or maybe sitting on a yoga block. And then if for any reason it would feel more grounding to you to start in your back body or child's pose or a belly down shavasana, feel free to start there. And just take a moment to start to settle in. Begin to close your eyes so you can really tune into the sensations and the feedback of your body. Just starting from the foundation up, adjusting your legs to be comfortable. And begin to tilt the bowl of your pelvis forwards and backwards. And as you find that sweet spot that allows you to grow nice and tall through the center of your body, your spinal column, feel your heart space begin to become a little bit more buoyant. Maybe you feel just a slight engagement at your belly to support your spine. Then take a couple shoulder shrugs up, back, and down. Just encouraging your collarbones to get a little bit broader across your chest. Either place your hands, palms face down for grounding. Maybe flip your palms open to the sky, right, for a sense of receptivity. And working your way up through your neck and shoulders. Again, allow yourself to maybe take a swallow, releasing the muscles to your neck. Softness through your jaw allows your teeth to part a little bit. And then releasing across your cheekbones, the areas around your eyes, and the space between your eyebrows. Feel a sense of relaxation across your forehead. And as you take a deeper and more expansive inhale, for the crown of your head grow a little bit taller towards the sky. And keeping the height of the crown of your head as you exhale, think about your pelvis rooting down into the earth. With every inhale, think about growing a little bit taller, a little bit more expansive within your physical body. And then every exhale is that reminder of the groundedness that is available. and the stability beneath you. As you continue to deepen your breath, just creating that foundation for your practice, you might start to cultivate your Ujjayi pranayama. So maybe you add that slight constriction at the back of your throat. It allows your breath to become more audible. As you feel the ocean waves of your Ujjayi pranayama. And feel that exhale again, providing a sense of rootedness throughout your body. Let's take a couple more moments to notice sensation and sound. And to also check in with the layer of your heart and the layer of your mind. Just taking note of what's present with you this morning. Taking inventory of what you've brought with you to your yoga mat. And as you sort through what you discover, see if there's anything that you can set aside for this time. And see if there's anything you'd like to carry with you into your flow. And perhaps bringing one or both hands to your heart space. Okay, we'll take our 3 rounds of cleansing breath to begin. Go ahead and empty all the breath from your lungs. Then take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you're ready, open mouth exhale, let that breath go. I'll take another deep inhale, fill up all the way. And a cleansing exhale, empty out. And one more cycle like that at your own pace. Deep breath in. And just as you're ready, open mouth exhale, release. And as you shift back into your Ujjayi, allow your hands to gently release away and slowly start to open your eyes. We're going to stay in a cross-legged seat, or find your way to a cross-legged seat if you're not already there. And then on your next breath in, take a big circle sweep of your arms up to the sky. So allowing that whole range of motion to be an active stretch as you reach tall. And then on your breath out, go ahead and lean over to your left side. Let your left hand come to the earth. Reach your right hand up and over, creating your first side body stretch. Use your left hand, the hand that's on the ground, to press down and away from your body so your right hip gets more rooted. And then from that rootedness of your right hip, can you reach a little bit further on your next breath in? Good. As you exhale, relax your left ear to your left shoulder. And then keeping this angle of your spine, keeping your head nice and heavy, start to reach your right hand now away from your body. So you're creating a big stretch along the right side of your neck. As you reach down and away with your right hand, if you want this to be a little bit more active, you're going to flex your fingertips to the sky and reach down and away to the heel of your right hand. Let your collarbones open a little bit wider across your chest. And you might kind of move your right hand a little bit forwards and backwards just to find that sweet spot. Take one more big breath in. And on your exhale, as you reach further through your right hand, that right hand's going to slowly draw you up through center. Crown of the head will tip to the sky. And then just switching sides, let your right hand find the earth and sweep your left hand way up and over for your side body stretch. Press the ground down and away so your left hip gets nice and heavy. And then breathe length between your left hip and your left armpit. Keeping the trajectory of your spine as you exhale, soften your shoulders away from your ears. Then start to let your right ear get really heavy towards your right shoulder. And from here, we're going to keep the angle of our body, just start to reach your left hand down and away from your left ear, creating that distance between left shoulder and left ear. Again, if you want to, you can flex your fingertips to the sky, reach the heel of your hand down towards the earth. You open your collarbones actively across your chest by squeezing your shoulder blades gently together. Maybe find that little back and forth motion through your left hand. And just take one more breath. The heel of your left hand is going to reach away to slowly draw you upright, crown of the head to the sky. So you bring yourself upright, big inhale, circle sweeping again. Then as you exhale, fold forward across your shin bones. Just take one breath in. And one breath out. Your next inhale, as you rise up and reach up, you're going to keep whatever shin is crossed in front. That's going to be on top as you send your legs long into a cross-legged forward fold. So my right ankle is going to be on top. My right shin was in front. As I send my legs long, I'm just crossing my right ankle on top of my left. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, gentle forward fold. So this might feel pretty sticky since it's still very early, so you don't have to push it. Just allow yourself to melt towards your thighs. Take one cycle of breath. Your next inhale, as you rise up and reach up, you're going to switch out the cross of your legs. And then on our exhale, we're going to twist towards our left leg. So as you turn towards your left knee, right hand's going to reach across to catch the outside of your thigh. Take your left fingertips behind you like a second spine. Then inhale, lift up tall through your heart space. And your exhale, rotate towards your left. Then to continue that stretch all the way up through your neck, maybe slowly and gently take your gaze over your left shoulder. Reach a big breath to the back of your heart space. And as you breathe out, maybe you twist just a little bit further. Your right hand's going to keep holding onto your outer left thigh. Think about rooting your left knee down towards the earth. As you keep your right hand holding on, just start to turn your torso forward. One more moment in your side body stretch. Left hand's going to reach up and over. So with your left knee nice and heavy and your right arm across you, it's kind of like a little hammock you can lean into. Take a big breath in and out. Next inhale, rise up, reach both hands high. And as you exhale, twist to your right. So just finding the opposite side. Big breath in, lift the crown of your head through your heart. And then use your exhale to find the twist, maybe peeking over your right shoulder. Put your collarbones across your heart. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Just like before, your front arm, your left arm is going to stay holding on to your right knee. Think about rooting your right knee down towards the earth as you turn your torso forward. Reach your right hand up and over for that second side body stretch. Take one breath in. And one breath out. You'll inhale to rise up and reach up. Both hands go high. And on your exhale, fold forward across your shin bones for one cycle of breath. Let your head hang heavy. Take a deep inhale along the back of your body. Then your exhale, maybe fold a little bit deeper. And your next breath in, as you rise up and reach up, you're going to keep whatever ankle is in front, and that's going to go on top as you send your legs long for your cross-legged forward fold. Take your inhale. and fold over your legs as you exhale. Offer a deep, deep breath to the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. Maybe soften a little bit closer to the earth as you breathe out. And eventually, when you're ready, start to rise up and make your way into your tabletop pose. So finding your way to all fours. You're gonna bring your shoulders to stack above your wrists and then stack your hips right over your knees. Take a nice big breath in as you find your cow pose. Lift your heart, lift your tailbone, maybe lift your gaze. And on your exhale to find your cat pose, press into your hands, start to round through your spine. And then relax your head between your biceps. We'll take 2 more cycles like that. So big breath into your cow. And think about pulling your rib cage forward as you stretch your sitting bones back. So you're trying to decompress in both directions. Then exhale to your cat pose, press and round, back of the heart to the sky. And 1 more cycle, inhale to your cow pose as you lift your heart and tailbone. You're pulling your ribcage forward, you're stretching your pelvis backwards. And exhale to your cat pose, press and curl. As you make your way back to neutral, tuck your toes and begin to send your hips to downward facing dog. With your hips nice and high, reach one heel to the earth, bend the opposite knee, and take 1 full cycle of breath. When switching, reach the opposite heel to the earth, take 1 cycle of breath. And eventually start to wander forward into your forward fold top of your yoga mat. Again, maybe your knees soften, relaxing your belly towards your thighs. Gentle shake of your head, yes and no, to release your neck. And with an inhale, start to find your halfway lift. Lean slightly forward into the fronts of your feet, elevate your tailbone to the sky and stretch out to the crown of your head. And then on your out breath, forward fold, let it go. Invite softness back into your knees. Head and tailbone stay heavy. We're going to slowly roll up the spine all the way to standing. So your head is going to be last to lift. You take your time to rise all the way up. At the top, whenever you get there, no rush. You're going to take a big shoulder shrug to open across your chest. And then inhale, circle sweep your hands to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. On your exhale, your left hand is going to grab your right wrist, take a side body stretch over to the left side of the room. Bump your hips a little bit to the right, take a big breath in, really heavy through your right foot. And stay for exhale. And on your next in breath, rise and reach through your midline. Switch your grip, right hand's gonna grab your left wrist. And exhale, lean over to the right. So you take our extra breath, really bump your hips to the left, anchor through your left foot. Then inhale, rise and reach through your center. Your out breath is goddess arms, elbows open wide, shine your sternum to the ceiling. And allow your hands to fall to interlace behind you. We'll take our right thumb on top of our left. Elbows can be bent. You can just spread your collarbones actively across your chest, energizing your elbows together. Or you can start to lengthen out your arms. If that works for your body. Take a big breath in, puff your heart up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, soften your knees and hinge forward to your forward fold. Take 1 big breath in. And as you exhale, release your hands to the earth and step back into your high plank pose. And in your plank, get really active through your thighs, so your quads are strong. Push into your hands to energize along the lengths of your arms. And then encourage your belly button to your spine. On an inhale, begin to shift forward to your tippy toes. And then knees up or down, we're going to exhale to our bellies slow. So elbows are going straight back. You're actively reaching the crown of your head forward. As you lower all the way to the ground, you're going to untuck your toes Actively anchor down to the tops of your feet so your thighs are engaged. Inhale to your low cobra. Good. As you exhale, release. Same thing, really engage through your quads. Press the tops of your feet down, feel your kneecaps float. Inhale, low cobra. And then as you exhale, release. One more time, your quads are strong, your toenails are pressing into your yoga mat. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale to release. Okay, tucking your toes underneath, your knees can be lifted or you can have your knees on the earth for support. Take a deep breath in, and then on your out breath, high plank, push the earth away. Okay, downward facing dog, send your pelvis up and back. And use an inhale to reach your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Now keep breathing here. You're gonna flex your right foot, keep your right leg long, but square your hip down to the ground. Press your heart towards your left thigh, take a big breath in. On exhale, slowly step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat, maybe held it there. Rising to your fingertips, cow lunge. Left knee's gonna come to a hover, take a big breath in. On your exhale, lengthen both of your legs any amount for your cat lunge, your hamstring stretch. And then bend into your right knee. We're gonna step into a cross-legged forward fold. Left ankle steps behind your right. Pinky toes do not need to be in alignment. You can soften your knees, dive down, take one breath. And hugging through your inner thighs, then inhale, circle, sweep your hands to the sky, ankles still crossed. As you exhale, right hand grabs your left wrist, take a little side bend over to the right. As you inhale up through center, grow tall. On your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Shift your weight into your right foot. Maybe a little softness to your right knee. And start to bring your left knee slowly to your chest, flexing your left foot to the sky. Finding a little standing balance, take a big breath in. And on your breath out, slow motion, step your left foot back into your high crescent lunge. As your left toes arrive to the earth, big breath in, reach to the sky. Exhale, goddess your arms, elbows open wide. And let your hands fall to interlace behind you. Right thumb's gonna go on top of your left. Okay, reach long through your arms if that's available, or just draw your elbows towards each other. You're gonna keep your elbows bent. And you're going to start to take your hands over to your right hip. So keeping the bind, elbows bent. You're going to take that whole little clasp of your hands to your right hip crease. That's what that looks like, and the lunge will be here. Yep. And then hug your right elbow back into the midline, draw your front ribs gently in, and let your right ear tip to your right shoulder. Collarbone spreading across your chest. Take one more breath. And slowly and gently bring your crown to the ceiling as you become upright, releasing the bind. Inhale, circle, sweep your hands to the sky. As we exhale, open arm, twist to the right, sweep your right hand backwards, send your left hand forwards. And you're going to keep the twist with an inhale, gentle exalt. Let your left hand scoop up towards the sky, right hand might reach back towards your left hamstring. Then on your breath out, windmill your hands all the way down to the earth to frame your right foot. High plank pose, your right foot is going to join your left. Use an inhale to shift forward. Then exhale all the way to your belly. Creating that stretch between elbows to the crown of your head as you lower. As you untuck your toes, sitting up for gecko. Hands go wider than your yoga mat. Tighten your fingertips on the earth. Elbows stack over your wrists, shoulders at our ears. Use an inhale to lift your heart, push the earth away. On your exhale, dip your left shoulder to the center of your yoga mat. Look over to the right side of the room. Big breath in, lift and lengthen through center. Exhale, second side, right shoulder dips in, look over to the left. Shoulder blades sliding down the back of your body. Good, inhale through the midline, one more time. And exhale, lower straight down. Hands by your low ribs. You can choose cobra or upward facing dog. On your inhale, open your chest. On your exhale, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Use a big breath in to reach your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Just like before, keep your breath flowing, but flex your left foot and square your hips. So left leg long. Think about pressing back and up through your left heel. Take a deep inhale. On exhale, slowly bring your left foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Rising to your fingertips. You can also use yoga blocks here if you have them. Right knee's going to sink towards a hover, just one big breath in. Follow your exhale to lengthen both of your legs, finding your hamstring stretch. Then bend into your left knee. Cross-legged forward fold, right ankle is going to step behind. So then you want a little bit of distance so that you aren't locked out through your knee joints here. And you're going to fold over your thighs. So my right toes are about halfway up my left foot for reference. Right. Find a little softness in your knees, hug through your legs. On an inhale, big circle sweep all the way to standing. On your exhale, left hand's going to grab your right wrist. Take a side body stretch to the left side of the room. Follow your inhale to bring yourself upright. On exhale, as your hands find heart center, you're going to shift your energy into your left foot. And use your core to bring your right knee up into your torso. Flexing through your right foot. Just take one cycle of breath here. The four corners of your left foot anchoring to the earth. Toes nice and wide. High crescent lunge, so a slow, intentional step back. Just taking your time to land your right toes behind you. And big breath in to reach to the ceiling. As you empty your lungs, start to goddess your arms, squeeze into your shoulder blades as you open your chest. And let your hands fall to interlace behind you. This time your left thumb's going to go on top of your right. Find your chest expansion bind. And then keeping the clasp of your hands, you're going to bend at your elbows and take that bind over towards your left hip pocket. Encourage your right hip forward. Plug your left elbow back and in. So think left elbow is going to the back of your yoga mat and then in towards your spine. Gently draw your front ribs to the back of your body and then let your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. You're spreading your collarbones across your chest. One big breath in. And one slow exhale. Crown of your head goes upright. Inhale, circle, sweep your hands to the sky. And exhale, open arm twist to the left. Swim your left hand back, reach your right hand forward. And keeping your twist, and you're going to take a big breath in to exalt, right hand finds the sky. Yeah, on your exhale, swim it down into your low lunge. And step back into your high plank pose. Inhale shifts you forward. Knees up or down, exhale all the way to your belly. Untucking your toes. Inhale to a low or high cobra, you choose. And exhale to release. Setting up for gecko pose, hands go wide, fingertips to the earth, elbows nice and tall. Inhale to your center. This time, dip your right shoulder to the midline first as you breathe out. Inhale through the midline. And exhale, left shoulder dips in, look over to the right. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale, lower down. Hands by your low ribs. Up dog or cobra, follow your breath to open your chest. And downward facing dog, hips to the sky. And take a nice big breath in, reach your right leg high, hip is square, flex your foot. On your exhale, really push the earth away, think belly towards left thigh. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right foot slowly steps to the top of your yoga mat. Left knee hovers, cow lunge, take a big breath in. This time as you exhale, we're gonna lean into our right foot standing splits. Send your left leg towards the sky. So you can have a bend to your right knee. You can always bring blocks underneath your hands. Relax your head, take a big breath in. On exhale, one Shiva squat really slowly. We're gonna bend both of our knees. Send your hips back in space as you sink down into your one-legged squat. Pausing at the bottom, look forward. Maybe push into your right foot to create a little distance between your belly and your thigh. And then re-extend into your standing splits, take a big breath. On exhale, bend both your knees for chair pose. Left foot steps next to your right. As your hips get low, follow your inhale to rise and reach Utkatasana. On exhale, settle into your chair. Let your shoulders slide down your back bodies. Flip your pinkies in, palms towards the sky to externally open through your upper arm bones. Big, big breath in. And exhale, airplane arms. And as you inhale, you're gonna rise all the way to standing. On your exhale, right hand's gonna catch your left wrist, take a tip over to the right side of the room. Option to stay here, or finding a little softness in your knees. Step your left foot back and behind for any amount of a curtsy. This can be a small little curtsy, or it can be a pretty big curtsy lunge. Breathe into your left ribs. As you exhale, you're gonna start to lean your energy into your right foot. Bring your hands to heart center. And slowly bring your left knee to your chest. Flexing through your left foot. Option to keep your left knee bent, or for a little extra quadricep engagement with your left leg. Extend your left leg forward to light up your left thigh. Press down through your right foot as you push out through your left heel. Take a big breath in. Exhale swims us back into our airplane pose. Maybe a little micro bend to the right knee through your journey. And extending out through your limbs, take a slow breath in. And a slow breath out. High crescent lunge. Left toes will arrive to the back of your yoga mat. Big inhale, reach your hands up high. And exhale, goddess arms. And as you breathe in, go ahead and reach out to the ceiling again. And as you breathe out, twist to the right, open arm twist, right hand's gonna swim backwards. Now in this open arm twist, if you want a little bit more engagement with your legs, you're gonna bend your left knee and bring your left knee to a hover. Make sure you zip your front ribs up. And engage through your left glute by pressing actively through your left toes. Now keeping the twist, keeping your legs of choice, inhale to exalt, left hand's gonna find the sky. As you exhale, just one time, your left elbow is gonna tap towards your right thigh. So right hand can just reach to the back of the room. Left elbow is tapping across, almost as if you're going to your prayer twist. On your inhale, shoot it up to your exalted crescent again, so left hand's tipping up and overhead. As you exhale, windmill down into your low lunge to frame your right foot. High plank pose, your right foot's gonna meet your left. Use your inhale to shift forward. This time, chaturanga, lower halfway or all the way. Follow your inhale to open your chest, up dog or cobra. And we'll exhale to downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Deep inhale sends your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And your exhale, push the earth away, think heart towards right thigh. Hip is square, take one more breath in. On breath out, step your left foot forward. Right knee hovers, cow lunge, fill up your lungs. On your exhale, without momentum, start to push down through your left foot for standing splits. Right toes float to the sky. Take one cycle of breath in your standing splits. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, Shiva squat, slow motion, start to bend both of your knees. Send your hips back and down. And pausing at the bottom, peek your heart forward, press to your left foot, trying to create a little bit of space between belly and thigh, that little extra bit of engagement. And then extend back into your standing splits, taking a deep breath in. Utkatasana, chair pose, your fierce pose, you're gonna bend both your knees. As your right foot arrives to the earth, let your hips get low first, and then drive down into your heels to elevate your heart. Take an inhale, reach from fingertips to sitting bones. Exhale, airplane arms. With your breath in, rise up and reach up. Exhale, left hand catches right wrist, tip over to your left. Let your shoulders slide away from your ears. You can stay here, a little softness to your knees. You might step your right foot back for any amount of a curtsy. Take one more big breath in. On exhale, you're gonna start to transfer your energy into your left foot. Bring your hands to your heart. I really slow through this transition. It's a little bit wobbly. Bring your right knee up into your chest, flexing through your right foot. Find an inhale. Try to slow down your exhale. Invitation for your right leg to go long, finding that engagement through the top of your right thigh, your quad. Then can you press through the soles of both feet? Your left foot roots to the earth, right foot reaches forward. Gather your inhale. And then follow your exhale back through your airplane pose, slow motion, start to fly backwards. Turn your thumbs wide to expand your collarbones across your chest. Take one breath here. And using the strength of your left leg, how slow can you go to high crescent lunge? Your right toes are going to descend down to touch the back of your yoga mat. Push the earth away through your feet and breathing in, reach up high. Exhale to goddess your arms. Really draw your shoulders away from your ears. Think about stretching your elbows as wide as you can. And then inhale, re-extend crescent lunge. On your exhale, open arm twist to the left side of the room. Swing your left hand back, right hand reaches forward. Now you can decide to keep your legs as is, or for that little bit of extra engagement, right knee's coming to a hover. Really drawing through your front ribs. Try to cinch up through your right obliques. Good. With whatever legs you've got, inhale to your exalted. On your exhale, right elbow taps towards outer left thigh, left hand can just reach back in space. Strong through your core, pushing through your feet back to your exalted, big breath in. And exhale into your low lunge, windmilling your hands down. You might have to scoot your right toes back. High plank pose. Inhale sends you forward. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always just go directly to downward facing dog. And that is where we'll meet. Take a big, big breath in. And then open mouth, exhale, release. We got one more layer of standing flow. We're going to inhale right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, twist your right knee underneath yourself to your left tricep. Option to hold here or fall in triangle, thread your right leg through, and then spin open to the left side of the room. As your left heel lands, reach your left hand high or overhead, big inhale. Exhale back towards your three-legged dog, land your left hand. Breathe your right leg to the sky. On breath out, step your right foot forward to the top. Inhale, left knee to a hover cow lunge. With your exhalation, begin to root down to your right foot. No momentum as you find standing splits, a left leg to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, Shiva squat, begin to bend and tap. We'll take that twice more. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. For extra challenge, you can always bring hands to heart center. One more round, inhale, standing splits. And exhale, Shiva squat. We'll breathe back into your standing splits one more time. And then we connect in chair pose, left foot lands to the earth. Once your hips are low, inhale, lift through heart and hands. Exhale, airplane arms. Big breath in, rise all the way to stand. A little different this time. Your left hand is going to grab your right wrist first. Tip over to the left. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Soften through your knees. Option for your right foot to step back into a curtsy. Any variation of a curtsy, take a big breath here. And as you breathe out, transferring your energy and weight to left foot, bring hands to heart center. Gather your right knee forward into your chest. Option to extend your right leg long in front of you. Big breath in. Here's our change, figure 4, right ankle on your left thigh, bend into your left knee for your one-legged chair. Descend your pelvis back and down, take one breath in. And one breath out. Maybe you bring your heart a little bit closer towards your right shin bone as you take one more cycle of breath. Re-engage through your belly, follow your inhale, and push through your left foot to rise all the way back up with your right leg. Hands might extend to the sky to complete that transition. Exhale through your airplane pose, fly it backwards. As you arrive into your airplane, just take one cycle of breath. Slowly then descend into your high crescent lunge, inhaling to reach high. As you exhale, find your goddess arms. As you breathe in and start to bring yourself upright, warrior 2, open to the right. Reverse your triangle, left leg goes long, reach your left hand high, take a deep in breath. And on your exhale, wide-legged forward fold, all 10 toes at the long edge of your yoga mat, dive down. Just take one breath in and one breath out. Start to bend into your left knee for your side lunge or skandasana. And then we're going to pivot to the top of our yoga mat, low lunge to face forwards. Push the earth away, three-legged dog, left leg's going to the sky, take a big breath in. Left knee, right tricep, find your twist with exhale. Hold or fall in triangle. Maybe send your left leg through and open up. Again, right hand can reach to the sky or find the side body stretch, reaching your right hand overhead. Take your inhale. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Three-legged dog, breathe your left leg up and back. On your breath out, step your left foot forward. One time cow lunge, right knee hovers, take your inhale. Exhale to your standing splits, push through your left foot. Right toes float up to the sky, deep breath in at the top. Breath out is Shiva squat. Maybe you start to bend into your Shiva squat. You can always hold your standing splits instead. We'll take 2 more rounds. We inhale, root to reach your right toes to the ceiling. Exhale, sink into your Shiva squat. Last round, inhale, root to reach. And exhale, Shiva squat. Your left glute leads the movement back into your standing splits. And then our last chair pose, bending through your knees. Step into your seat. Full breath in to rise. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, shoulders out of ears, right hand grabs your left wrist, lean over to your right. Try to keep that distance between shoulders and ears. Maybe soften through your knees and step your left foot back and behind for any version of a curtsy if you want. Trying to shift our weight and energy to right foot, hands find heart center. Take your time to bring your left knee to your chest. Again, that can be a wobbly transition, so no worries. Maybe extend your left leg forward, take an inhale. Figure 4 is our exhale. Learning about 3 cycles of breath here. Can you deepen every breath in? Can we lengthen each breath out? If you're choosing to approach your heart towards your left shin bone, make sure you're with a neutral spine, because if you round your spine, that will take away the stretch from your left hip. So take long neutral spine, and then we fold forward. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly start to rise up with your left leg. Big breath in, helping you through that transition. Out breath sends you back into your final airplane pose. Engage, energize. Take 1 cycle of breath. To our high crescent lunge. With intention, we land our left toes. Take a big breath in, stretch to the ceiling. Then exhale, goddess arms. We'll start to inhale upright and exhale through warrior 2. Right away, reverse your triangle. Take a big breath. Side body stretch. And then right toes turn to the long edge. Wide-legged forward fold, tip down. Take 1 inhale. 1 exhale, just allowing your neck to hang heavy here, relaxing the weight of your skull completely. Start to bend into your right knee for your side lunge or skandasana, either one is fine. So breathe down into your hips. And with breath out, we're going to pivot to our right, low lunge to the top. Step into your high plank pose, right foot joins your left. Inhale, shift to your tippy toes, and exhale all the way to your belly 1 more time. As you arrive, take a low or high cobra with your breath in, and then exhale to release. We're going to go into our wing pose. So left arm's going to go out in line with your left shoulder. You can either have your left arm in 1 long line, or if you want a little bit more intensity, you're going to create a 90-degree bend. So your left elbow is in line with your left shoulder. And that creates a 90-degree bend, goddess arm to your left wrist. Gecko your right hand on the earth. As you turn your gaze to the right side of the room, relax the left side of your head to the ground. Bend your right heel to your booty like a hamstring curl. And start to roll onto your left side, opening up. Collarbones nice and wide, shoulders out of ears. Take 2 cycles of breath into your left side wing pose. Create some distance between your chin and your chest. And find 1 more round of breath. And when you're ready, you're going to roll onto your belly, and we're just going to switch sides. So you're either bringing your right arm long in line with your right shoulder, or you're choosing the goddess arm 90-degree variation. Either way, your elbow is in line with your shoulder. We gecko our left hand as we look over to the left. Allow the right side of your skull to come to the earth. You'll hamstring curl your left heel to your booty. And then you'll peel open. As you roll into your right side and twist your heart to the sky, think collarbones really wide. Chin off chest, head is relaxed. Then take 2 deep breaths. Take your time to eventually return to your belly. And then as you find your way to your belly, slide your hands back by your low ribs. And push back into your child's pose, hips to heels. Option for prayer hands at the nape of your neck for a breath. So maybe bending at your elbows. Heels of your hands find the base of your skull. Do a breath or two to slowly start to find your way upright to a seat. And then scooch forward to the top of your yoga mat so that we can lay down. If you'd like to, before you lay onto your back body, you can do a head circle in each direction. Just taking your time to give your neck a little bit more love before you rest all the way to the earth. As you're ready to lay down, choosing how you get there, maybe you use the strength of your core to go slow. Maybe you just hug your knees in and relax backwards. But as we arrive, you'll draw your knees into your chest, pull your thighs to your heart space. Curl your nose up to your knees, taking a big breath in. On exhale, we'll take a bridge pose. So knees will stay bent, ground your feet into the earth. Tuck your shoulder blades behind your heart a little bit before you lift your hips, and then take a big breath in. Use your exhale to press through your feet, push through the backs of your arms, and lift your pelvis to the sky. If you'd like to, you might walk your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Maybe interlace your hands underneath you for that chest expansion line like we incorporated throughout practice. Shoulders actively draw out of your ears. Can you breathe the crown of your head to the back of the room? Take one more cycle of breath here. You have the clasp, go ahead and release your hands. Then slowly start to lengthen your spine across the earth as you lower your hips all the way down. Once your hips arrive to your yoga mat, send your legs up to the sky. And either pause here, just in your legs up pose, or we'll take our last shape today, which will be our plow pose, maybe shoulder stand as well. So pressing the backs of your arms into the earth, a little bit of core energy, maybe a little bit of momentum. Now lift your hips up and over you, sending your toes towards the earth overhead. Make sure there's distance between your chin and your chest, and length through the nape of your neck. So you're trying to lengthen both the front and back of your neck here. Sit bones are reaching to the sky. If you want to, you can bend your knees and frame your face with your knees for your ear pinning pose. Take one more deep breath in. Then on your exhale, slowly start to lower all the way down. You want to pause in a butterfly before Shavasana. You might take a breath or two with the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. An option for goddess arms through your upper body today to keep your chest nice and open. Tuck your shoulder blades behind your heart. And whether you're in butterfly legs or Shavasana legs, allow your eyes to close. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale to release. Again, you can either keep your butterfly legs, you can have long legs like Shavasana. Taking these last few minutes of your practice is to embrace stillness and quiet. becoming aware of your breath again. Just feel the rise and fall of each inhale and every exhale. Tune in so you can really hear the subtle sounds around you. Maybe listening for the furthest sound that you can hear. And then either staying exactly as you are in your Shavasana, or maybe bringing one or both of your hands to your heart space to close practice. We'll take this last moment just to stay in stillness, pausing in appreciation for this practice that offers us so much, that always meets us where we're at and welcomes us as we are. And in deep gratitude of our bodies, the physical vessel that carries us through each day, and our breath that sustains us through each moment. We'll take one more cleansing breath together. A deep inhale in. An open mouth exhale out. And may yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers, always leading us to live with authenticity and to love deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for being here this morning, taking this time, and namaste.